But me and my fiance just had a kid last year. It's really exciting. I don't know if I'm jumping the gun or not, but he's just turned 1 and I've already started being nice to him so he doesn't put me in a home. We had a bit of a scare at last year because he got really sick and we ended up having to take him to hospital for like 5 days, and it was like real shit because like we just pretty much spent 5 days living in this little room in the children's ward just like wondering like, oh no, Max is sick, what are we gonna do? And like I don't really remember a lot of it. I just remember the very last day where like Max was all better and we were just waiting for the doctor to come in and tell us that we could go. And the nurse comes in the morning and she's like, oh yeah, the doctor will come in with the papers and you guys can take your boy home. Fucking waiting there for 3 hours and still no doctor. So what I did was I went for a wander because like my partner was asleep and Max was asleep, so I was just like, oh, I'll just go and try and entertain myself. I went down to the parents' room where you can make like cups of coffee and they got books and magazines there and stuff. And I was sitting there making myself a cup of coffee and then this really gnarly looking lady in a hospital gown just came up to me. Like she clearly escaped from another part of the hospital. She just leans in and goes, I haven't seen you here before. You know, the trick to surviving this place, you've just got to figure out which of the doctors will give you the good drugs. And then she just fucked off with my coffee. And I checked out their reading material, right? And I was like, oh, mate, there's a Where's Wally book there that'll kill 2 hours. Then I opened it up and some cunt had circled all the pages. So it only took me 1 hour. And when I'd done that, I went back to our little cubicle, right? And like the doctor still hadn't come, so I did something I'm not proud of. I was just desperate. I wanted to entertain, right? So I took a pair of my son's socks and I got them here. This is really hard. Fuck, this is hard. This is difficult. Like, this is not where they go. All right, let's just pray they stay on, right? I put them on my ears and I just got on my knees and just did a really terrible Yoda impersonation.
Understaffed the public health system is.
And the missus is just looking at me like, are you doing this? I don't believe it.
That is why you fail.
And that's when the fucking doctor walked in. And like, I'm just sitting there like, I'm fully committed to character at this point, right? Just going backwards and forwards. Like she walks in, she had a trainee doctor with her, and I'm just like,
always two there are. A master and an apprentice.
And as I'm going backwards and forwards on my knees, I just hear this voice from outside the cubicle go, I see you found the good drugs, bro! Thank you very much, everybody!